All right, that's enough. It does sound like AC. You can hear the.
It's like it's bad. They did, yeah.
Anyway, guys, what do you think we're doing today?
What are we doing today? This is our second episode of Screen Sips with your host Isabella
and Emmy.
And today we will be discussing Beetlejuice.
Beetlejuice, and Beetlejuice. 3 Beetlejuice.
And where he at? Where he at?
The second one is technically called Beetlejuice.
Yeah, do you think that anyway?
Not Beetlejuice 2.
Correct.
And then the third one will be Beetlejuice.
That's what I'm.
Oh
yeah! I was gonna say that, but I'm like, let me wait.
That'd be funny.
But I don't know what the third one would be. What's the premise of the third one? The granddaughter?
Today we're gonna talk about Beetlejuice because we just watched it last night. Well, and the second one.
I guess we'll preface this spoilers ? Like,
yeah. I mean, when this video comes out, it'll be like a week since it came out.
Yeah.
So if you haven't seen it, we can't do anything for you.
Sorry, you're missing out. But
I'm so dumb.
let's first start with I mean.
I have. Okay. Well.
Okay.
Have the. Welcome back to Screen Sips.
Welcome back.
Okay, we're all over the place. In this series, we are going to be discussing movies that come out in theaters, new releases. That's what we're going to be doing. Our last episode was on It Ends With Us, which to everyone who watched and interacted, thank you. She has never seen the original Beetlejuice. I watched it once when I was little, and I don't remember a single thing. But we talk about what we thought about the first movie and like just general thoughts without expectations of the second one. So
yeah,
what did you think watching it for the first time?
Yeah, so I saw it for the first time last night. Not last night. Last night we saw it on Wednesday night, the night before we watched it. So I can have as fresh of a memory as possible. I will say she told me that it was really confusing, and I was like, okay, I did have that preconceived notion of like, all right, I'm confused. Let's watch this movie.
I was being a hater.
And well, I don't think you're no, not at all.
Because I said nothing happens till you're like 50 minutes in. But they were building a story.
Like I liked it. I enjoyed it. I will say from what I've heard growing up about Beetlejuice, I thought it was a true horror movie. I did not know it was so comedy horror. But even then, the horror aspect was just how grotesque it was. Like it wasn't even like
it's like the makeup and like the weird, like it's interesting because like in the realm of like where people die, it's like you're in the state of which you died in.
Yes,
so it's super cool. So that's like where the makeup grossness comes in. Like that's where most of the like horror aspect comes from. Like when it comes to the actual like plot, I don't think it's scary.
No.
I mean, because to me, Beetlejuice isn't scary. To me, Beetlejuice is funny.
Yeah,
like the person.
Yes, but growing up, I was like, oh, I don't want. I thought Beetlejuice was the equivalent of like Slender Man growing up.
Oh, really?
Well, because everyone will. It's just don't say his name 3 times. Like don't like. It's just scary. It's another scary. It's another scary identity. So I was like, okay, I don't want to watch that movie. Like I'm okay. I'm fine. But obviously, as I've gotten older, I'm like, it's not that serious. So I watched it. I really enjoyed it. Guys, I'm sorry, but Alec Baldwin.
I couldn't even, when I rewatched it because I wanted to refresh my mind because I didn't remember it that well. But when I saw in the credits, I'm like, Alec Baldwin.
I was waiting to see what character he would portray.
It took me about 20 minutes to realize that I think his name's Alan in the movie.
No, Adam Maitland.
Oh, Adam? Sorry, Adam was Alec. I couldn't tell that was Alec Baldwin. And then she pointed out that he looks like the guy from Atlantis.
Yes.
What's his name?
Hold on. Milo?
Yes, Milo from Atlantis. It's literally just the glasses.
Guys, no, it's a facial structure, guys. Let me cook.
Yes, Milo from Atlantis.
Milo,
but
that is oh god, anyways,
but yeah, it's a stacked cast. So we have Alec Baldwin, we have Catherine O'Hara, we have Winona Ryder, Gina Davis, Michael Keaton as Beetlejuice. So it's like I was rewatching it, and like obviously now that I'm aware who these people are, I'm like, damn, it's a stacked cast.
Yeah, no, I think for I mean, we could talk so much about it when it comes to like the 80s and stuff, as we were previously talking before we were filming, how like there was this new wave of horror films that really focused on the comedy aspect of it, and you were seeing how they were moving on from mythical creatures such as werewolves, vampires, and all that fun
Yeah,
stuff.
that was like in the 50s.
In the 50s, yeah.
And then horror became more realistic with like the beginning of Psycho. Like Psycho like pivoted the way for like more of that realism in horror. And then it's interesting because you were saying in the 80s, other stuff like Ghostbusters, and
Gremlins,
and stuff like that were coming out, where it's like it was back to like the mythical creatures with horror, but with comedy.
With
in it.
so much comedy. It's really really interesting.
It's super cool. Yeah, because it's released in 88.
In 88. So some fun facts that I learned when it came to doing my research on it. It won an Oscar for Best Makeup, which I think it's really interesting because their budget was $15 million.
What?
$15 million.
Every time we talk about budget here, I'm like shocked.
It's crazy, and only you could tell, but only $1 million was for visual effects.
Well, yeah, because you can
it's just
see
like
that
the technology.
Tim Burton prides himself also in like claymation or like in stop motion. So I feel like he uses that aspect because even in the new one, which we'll talk about later, they keep that same like vibe. There's artistic not really CGI. Style. It's more the artistic style of claymation stop motion, which I think was a good choice. Speaking about the second movie. But back to the first one, it's impressive that with only 15 million, they were able.
I mean, I'm sorry, I do compare it frequently to it being 10 years after Star Wars, but the quality is just not there. The quality of the visual effects. Obviously, it's the budget. $1 million is nothing for visual effects. But I will say, like, I was talking about this with one of my coworkers. It's like, for something like Beetlejuice, was it because of the type of movie that they just did not want to dedicate that much money to, or Tim Burton just choosing to only dedicate so little to visual effects?
True, it also has to do with Warner Brothers, how much they wanted to actually give the project. But I don't know. There's so many factors into what the budget could be. But regardless of that, it's just super impressive, and it really did deserve. I don't know what its competitors were that year, but for best makeup, honestly, I think it deserves.
No, it was
its flowers.
And it won it as it should. And it was the 10th grossing movie of the year.
Wow.
Over $75 million in the box office.
That's impressive.
That's for that budget, very impressive.
Very impressive. Okay, money.
Very, very, especially for such a niche type of movie. That is very, very, very niche.
But like I'm saying, like Tim Burton is niche. Like that's what made him so captivating to like his fans. That's why he has such hard, like dedicated fans, bro. Because yesterday when we went to a really late showing, 10:20. But there was this couple that was in the theater. I don't know if you noticed them, and she was wearing like a Beetlejuice shirt, and like she was all decked out in like Beetlejuice stuff. So it's like not just this movie has like a big fandom behind it, but like Tim Burton himself. So because I had a little Tim Burton phase, like I loved all of his stuff. Mm-hmm. So, and that's mostly because of Nightmare Before Christmas, but and also because of Danny Elfman, like his music and his scoring. Mm-hmm. But that's so awesome.
Yeah.
But back to the movie, the Beetlejuice, the first movie. Mm-hmm. I was telling Issa, I'm like, the plot I feel like goes nowhere until you're like 55 minutes in, and mind you, it's only an hour and a half movie. Mm-hmm. But I don't know, like rewatching it, I was like, why is it so popular? But at the same time, I can understand why it's so popular because of the aesthetic. You know, like Halloween Horror Nights did a house for it a couple of years ago, and never got to do the house because it was always so long. But the line was always so long that people were super obsessed with it. So it's just like, I don't know. I don't think.
Well, I agree. I'm not really big into Halloween or the horror. Like I appreciate it, but yeah, watching it for the first time, I was a little confused. I was like, oh, this is what it's all about, but it could be just the nostalgia of it all.
Exactly.
It's all about nostalgia nowadays, which is not a bad thing, but I did, like, it forced me, as someone going to watch the sequel, it forced me to watch the first one, because I think this is a great segue.
It was trending on HBO Max.
It was trending, but I think it's a great segue just to now start talking about Beetlejuice. Like, it forced me to watch it, to go back. All right, let's compare it now. Let's see, does it flow seamlessly into the second one, or is it a whole new plot? And
yeah, like, where are they going to take it? Are they going to take the original characters? Mm-hmm. Which, I mean, obviously, yes, because Beetlejuice is like the man. The juice is loose.
The juice is loose.
Is that what he says? The juice.
Yeah.
Which Michael Keaton's performance in the first one, like, it's just such an interesting take on a character. Like, you hate him, but you like him at the same time. Like, you're icked out by him, but at the same time, you're like, okay, he's fucking funny. You know? Like, it was, I was taken aback because I was telling Isam, like, the rating of this movie is PG, and then he drops an F-bomb out of nowhere. I'm like, oh, I thought this was a classy party. But Beetlejuice is not a classy party with Beetlejuice.
No.
It was so funny. But the jokes also, like, when you're little, they fly over your head. And then you listen to the jokes again, and you're like, right.
Right.
And some of them, I mean, I don't think it aged badly.
No.
Like the jokes, I'm trying to think.
No.
I don't know if the jokes aged badly.
I don't think they know.
But it's funny because in the second movie, there's similar jokes. So it's like that type of humor.
It's good.
Which I'm going to say, I laughed a lot more at the jokes in the second movie than I did in the original. Maybe I just... Like, I think it was the pacing. That was the issue. But in the second movie, I feel like all the characters were funny. Yeah. Like, they all had good lines. It wasn't just all the comedy was relying on Beetlejuice. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I agree. So, now talking about the second one, we just saw it last night. And as of filming, it's September 6th. So, it's releasing this weekend. So, I'm really excited to see everyone's take on it. Once again, it's also directed by Tim Burton, of course, but
oh my god, what was before? Like the credits were before. She was like, "Oh my god, Brad Pitt is a producer on this."
Brad Pitt is an EP for it. I mean, if I had money like that, I would also give some money. That's funny as fuck.
That was so funny. We're like, what?
He was the bottom. He's at the very, very bottom of executive producers. But I'm like, what is he doing?
He's just investing his money.
Yeah. Hey.
But it's interesting. It's like, why is he a big fan of the original? Oh, yeah. Is he like?
Does he know people on set?
Him? Or yeah.
Does he know people on the crew? Like, just stuff like that.
That's
like,
so funny
it's
to
fun.
me. Though. She was like, Brad Pitt. I'm like, Brad Pitt. I wasn't looking.
Yeah. No, I love looking at the pre-credits just to... I'm always curious to know, like, oh wow, I didn't know this person was gonna do something.
Or like seeing who's gonna be in it, because we saw Willem Dafoe's name and we're like, he hasn't been marketed, at least that I assumed.
I knew he was gonna be in it.
I didn't know he was
really?
Yeah. Everything that's been marketed to me, all the like cast interviews have been Jenna, Catherine, and I haven't even seen Michael Keaton do interviews.
No.
Which is interesting. But yeah, it's all been like Jenna, Catherine, or Jenna, Winona. So it's super, super interesting that I didn't know that Willem Dafoe was in this movie. So I was like, okay, slay. But his character was funny.
Oh. He just did an interview, Michael Keaton just did an interview answering the web's most researched questions, or most searched questions. Anyway.
We'll talk about the cast then first, since we're already, like, the performances.
Wow.
Amazing.
Wow.
I mean, stat cast. I couldn't expect less.
But the chemistry overall on the first and the second one was really good.
Yeah, I mean, Winona talking so much about how she, like, is waiting her whole life for Jenna Ortega.
That's incredible, bro. That is insane.
That's so cute. If I was Jenna, I would be like blushing. I'd be like, oh my god, thank you. Catherine O'Hara too, giving her flowers. Like, these are some big people in the industry that are like praising you and giving you like the love. And she's 21. She's our age. She's very young. So it's like getting to see that like success so young.
I mean, when it comes to just like the actress for that was the first Wednesday, like saying that like Jenna's a wonderful Wednesday. It's like seeing these original creators of the original actors of these characters like telling you that you are doing such an excellent job for the character you're portraying, or you're what's it called? You are not recontextualizing, but like
you are.
Well, yes,
you're redefining them.
You are redefining them for the new generation.
Exactly.
It's like that is something like. My gosh,
with her own twist on it. Like Wednesday's a great example because it's a character people love, and like the older generation fell in love with, like with that type, with the Wednesday that was portrayed by, I forget her name, Christina Ricci. Yeah, well, I don't know why.
It's okay. Anyway,
but yeah, so it's super interesting to see Jenna get that praise, and she obviously deserves it. Like, it was funny, like you can tell the people. There's only like 10 people in the theater, but when Jenna's name came on the screen, people were like, like making little sounds.
It's fun. Being young filmmakers like ourselves and just seeing like the amount of impact that Jenna is paving herself for the industry for people that like her. Like, she's just such an incredible actor. Like we're seeing in real time a new wave of generational actors. Like it's
like Jenna and Rachel. Like I take Rachel, both of them, like as the female actresses that are like kind of they're our age, and they're like we're seeing their like evolution, like especially Rachel. Oh my god,
Oh
she has
my
been in so much.
gosh, we could do a whole like episode on her because we are really big fans. But with that being said, so yes, Michael Keane returned. Winona Ryder, she returned for Lydia. What a wonderful development, yet seamless transition.
They really told her keep that hairstyle.
No, but like everything about her character, she remained the same, but not because she's now a mother. Like everything about
it's
Lydia's
not just a phase, mom. What? She's still goth.
But she
Queen.
eats. She eats. She did
does.
a wonderful job. She did. I mean, I'm sorry.
I could see a little bit of Joyce in her.
Yeah.
In some of
Oh
the
my
attributes.
god, yeah.
In some of the attributes, especially as the mother, like as a mom.
Yeah. Oh
She was
my
funny.
god.
It's just because for me, Winona Ryder, I've only ever seen her in Heathers or Stranger Things.
I only know her in Stranger Things.
So it's funny to see the little quirks and stuff that can
like
be
how
related.
like you see her like taking like inspiration from like, okay, have I played another motherly figure she has?
Yeah,
like,
well, because
it's
last
cool.
time she played Lydia, she was 15 years old. Like she was portraying a 15-year-old. So now it's like seeing Lydia 20 years older.
Yeah.
So it's interesting to see that.
It's cool. It's really, really, really cool. And Catherine O'Hara.
Oh my god, Catherine O'Hara is so funny.
I think she was the gag.
She was so funny. Like the lines they gave her and the way she delivered them. Speaking about Catherine O'Hara, I literally have in my notes that the acting was amazing, super stacked cast. Catherine O'Hara was hilarious. Obviously with new movies and sequels like made now, like you're gonna see they're incorporating modern things like phones, technology and stuff. And I think the movie did it well in the sense that it wasn't overbearing. It wasn't like a huge part of like,
because it's set in 2024.
That's what I'm saying, but like cool. It didn't take. I'm trying to think of another example of a movie that was rebooted or like sequeled, where I felt like it was too much. Whereas this one, I felt like all the like modern jokes landed. It didn't feel so.
Oh, reboot Mean Girls. Hello.
I guess maybe.
But,
yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
But they did a bad job because they were trying to mix two mediums. They were trying to mix Broadway with the movie. Like it wasn't a good. Anyway,
other thing, but the jokes I feel like landed really well for me. Like all the modern stuff, like involving like because Lydia has like she's a talk show host.
For, like, her show Ghost House.
But that didn't feel like it was the main premise.
No, it was a side plot.
Yeah. Or like there was this scene where Catherine O'Hara is doing like a ritual for her husband and she's recording herself.
That was
right. So it's like something super subtle, but it's not like you're not seeing it. It's not recorded like through the camera lens.
Yeah.
Like that style that they were doing for Mean Girls.
Yeah.
Which made it felt like it takes you out. Whereas this was like you're just seeing her that she's recording it. So it's like it's funny as fuck. It was so great. Like I don't have any notes on that. I thought it was funny.
Bro, and the new husband,
the actor who plays him, super funny too. Rory, I think his name was.
Rory, yeah.
So funny, Rory, because I'm rewatching Gilmore Girls and hearing Rory was like weird. Yeah, the actor who plays him, like Winona Ryder is.
Oh, Justin, that's French. Could not tell you. Just
Oh my god, he was married to somebody I know.
He is good looking.
Look at his wife, Jennifer Aniston. That was just, I knew his name sounded familiar. I'm like, he used to be married to someone famous.
A beard really does change someone.
Yeah, because in the movie, when we first saw him, I said, what is that rat tail? The rat tail, the hairline, what did he have? Like a chain, and then you could obviously tell he had makeup on, which I think was the point. Like he looked tanned.
He looked.
I was scared.
I was grossed out. I'm not even gonna lie.
Like, yeah, but he was super funny. He was super funny.
He was really cute. Yeah,
his jokes also landed for
me. Was in the movie. He is.
Yeah.
He's really cute.
I don't know. I think all the actors, like Beetlejuice, the movie, like it relies a lot on physical comedy as well. The physical comedy was also really well done.
Oh yeah. Bob, I love Bob. Bob was a real one.
Rest in peace.
To the very end.
Rest in peace. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know how you felt about like the way they incorporated like the modern stuff. Like if it felt.
I think it was good. I know it's hard. Sequels are very, very difficult because you either want to set them. How far in the future do you want to set them, or do you want to pick up immediately once the first one ended? So I like how they chose the route of specifically choosing 2024. Like, and this is a great example of you can incorporate modern stuff without being so overbearing.
Exactly.
Incorporating social media, incorporating cell phones, technology, the influencers at the end. That was funny.
Even that was interesting. Yeah.
That was funny. Just like, and bro, my favorite thing, I could not stop laughing, was a fucking fruit salad comment of the costumes of the Girl Scouts.
Oh, the lady, she said something about how it was.
It was not like
triggering. It wasn't triggering.
A fruit salad.
It's just so funny to see the writers. Like,
they had fun.
Yeah.
They had lots of fun. But guys, you can set things in modern day time without being so obvious. Like, we want to escape, but at the same time, it's like, use that to your advantage. Make it add to the plot. Not like, but speaking of which, when you brought up like, they were not filming like the vlog style or whatever, what makes me upset, this is what happened with Twisters too. I think they did a wonderful job incorporating like influencers and like social media.
True.
The reason why that works is because what happened in Mean Girls, since they were using that similar concept, they were using graphics that you see on platforms like TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, where you as the viewer, you are holding your phone and that's what you're seeing. But on the big screen, that does not translate well because you're not watching a live horizontally like that. Maybe on Twitch, but that's not relevant right now. But for some, I don't know how to explain it. Like Twisters did a good job too. Like, we're seeing as if you are watching a video. You are seeing this video. You are seeing, or like having like the transition of like Winona's character on camera, and then it goes out to like the TV set. Like, I don't know. I think they did such a good job. Like, I don't know how to explain it.
No, I get what you mean, because I felt the same way. I didn't feel like it was like so overbearing, and like even like when you have a younger character like Jenna, which is the daughter, and she's like
Astrid,
yeah, she's part of this new generation. You don't also see her being overbearing with that type of stuff. Like, you see all the texts and things like that, but you're not seeing like a FaceTime call with her and her mom, like where it's not necessary or something like that. You know?
Yeah, like, or like,
I don't know. I think it was done well. Like, I didn't feel like it was overbearing, and I think it'll age well.
I think it is.
Where something like Mean Girls, we keep bringing her up. Sorry.
Well, it's because
to me, it doesn't. I don't think it will age well.
No, and I think I've caught myself like, okay, how if I were to incorporate social media in my own projects, how would I do it where it's not? I keep using the word overbearing, but it's just not so in your face. Like, this is social media. Like, in my universe, there is social media. Like, a lot of times people don't even, we know that it exists. Like, don't make it a character in its own. Like,
exactly.
It's
make it its own
or like its own, like,
it's a compliment to the universe.
But oh my god, I love the part when Jenna's character Astrid said the line of like, you got to the schoolgirls, like, you guys are gonna be like your third pregnancy and your second marriage or something like that, and I was like, she's funny for that because it's I don't know, I was like, that is some shit that you use here in high school. Like, it's
I guess I wouldn't be saying all that, but yeah.
Neither would I, but you hear that.
It looks like she goes to like a private school. It kind of looks like the school like in Wednesday. Like,
yes,
she has the uniforms and the everything. So I guess Tim Burton loves a little private school.
Sure. Anyways, yeah.
But yeah.
But and going on to Willem Dafoe, Wolf Jackson, y'all. Tom.
I made a comment. Tom.
Sorry, I read ahead. Tim Burton literally, what was it? He did like a, what's that term called? It's like when you like poke. Is it like poking fun? Like, I feel like he was like poking fun at Tom Cruise. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I made a comment in the middle. I'm like, that's literally Tom Cruise.
Wolf
like,
Jackson, this funny
doing like Mission Impossible, doing his own stunts
on the 5th movie. Like,
yeah. I was like, that's funny. Is he making fun of Tom Cruise?
Oh, I love Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise, he's that guy.
But Willem Dafoe, like his performance was great too. I think he was very funny.
It was fun. Everyone had fun. It seemed like everyone in this movie
was very
Danny DeVito. What?
We saw his silhouette and we knew.
We went to the movies.
He took a break from his what's that commercial he does? Took a break from his.
The subs.
Yes, the subs. What the fuck
is
is
it
that
Jimmy
called?
John's?
Yes, he took a break from Jimmy John's to come do this cameo or to do this little, which is funny because I feel like Danny DeVito works well in this type of universe.
Yes.
Like it reminds me of Matilda.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. But it was funny. Like we just saw his back.
My coworker, we went to the movies with my coworker. She whispered to me, she's like, "Wait, is that Danny DeVito? That's Danny DeVito." And then he turned, it cut to his face. We were laughing so much because she was like, "I knew by his silhouette."
Mm-hmm.
Y'all,
he was there for only 5 minutes, but yeah. Oh, and then we found a fun fact that obviously we have Monica Bellucci playing Dolores, which is like Beetlejuice's ex-wife who wants to kill him. And I was like, that Tim Burton is dating Monica Bellucci, and somebody on Letterboxd was so funny. They were like, you know what, Tim, if I was also dating Monica Bellucci, I'd write her into my movie for no reason. Because I was telling Issa, I was like, that's the one plot line I thought was like wasn't needed, which was that Beetlejuice's ex-wife Dolores, like he killed her, and then now she wants revenge and wants to kill him, blah blah blah. And I was like, it wasn't needed, but it is funny. Like it creates a little like a segue throughout the movie, but it wasn't really a catalyst or needed. It was just another like imposition.
Yeah, so before we get into like,
because they kill her so easily.
Anyway, but
they kill her so easily. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, she wasn't really like.
Yeah, before anything. So in comparison to the first movie once again was $15 million in budget, and as of now, based on the research that I did, the budget for Beetlejuice was $100 million. And I think
it's a different time. You have to think of like that money changes.
Oh no, Ron, 100% it's inflation. But I also will think it's just the cast. These people,
most of that money is going to the cast, like Catherine O'Hara and Winona Ryder and Michael Keaton.
Willem Dafoe, and especially now Jenna Ortega, the projects that she's been on, like half of the budget, it's going to them, and as it should. All the hard work, man, it's paid off. It's really paid off. So good for them. The set design, incredible. I love the set. It was
very up to it's a similar sets.
Yeah.
Maybe a couple new sets. Like there was the church, that's a new setting, and then the school, which was like for like 3 seconds. But all the sets are the same from the first, and I feel like they were up to par with how they looked in the first, and a little more elevated. Same with the makeup. The makeup was just like I love that they kept the same vibe and the same aesthetic. I wrote in my notes, I said that it felt very like back to the core of who Tim Burton is, like because the stuff he's been doing lately is just not, it doesn't feel like his niche, which doesn't, I don't know, like Dumbo, I don't know why.
That's a good point. No,
he did something like Dumbo.
And even speaking of which, the fact that Dumbo was all like CGI,
exactly,
it's not his medium. It doesn't feel like him.
So this felt more of like a return to form for him. Like you had the claymation of the snakes, like, and it didn't feel cheesy or anything. It felt like it was part of the aesthetic. Same with the makeup, the prosthetics, and everything. Like it didn't feel like it was modern, but it felt, I don't know how to explain it.
It felt just like oh gosh,
it just felt like
it felt cleaned up.
It also it felt cleaned up, but it felt like it was a return to form for him. Like I think he like stuck with what he knew and like kept it faithful for the fans. Now I'm obviously a superficial fan for this movie. Like I'm not into the deep like obsession that people have with this movie. So it'd be interesting to hear from like hardcore fans.
Oh yeah.
Of this movie and what they thought. Like I was reading through like Letterboxd reviews of people who probably got to see it, like preview it like a couple days ago. And I feel like people overall did like it. Like it has a pretty good rating on Letterboxd right now, 3.8.
Yeah. So it's, I think that's for the type of movie. I think it's a pretty good rating. But I guess now we can get into the cons. But it's not really cons. It's just,
see, for me, it's like
more critiques.
I wasn't really looking at many critiques because I wasn't like. Whereas with It Ends With Us, I had more options for that. Like to look because of the type of movie it is. Whereas with this one, I don't know what cons do you have, because I didn't I didn't pick up on, I guess.
So the only one where after the movie we like stayed up really late talking about it, but I at first initially I did not really like the plot of Vlad. Is that his name? What the hell? What is his name? I forgot his name.
The Jenna Ortega guy?
The Jenna Ortega guy. Correct.
Love in Truth or whatever.
The reason
I did though. I thought it made sense for the plot. It moved it along, whereas the Dolores one didn't move anything along. It was just an imposing factor.
Jeremy.
What is his name?
Why did I think Vlad? Oh, yeah, Vlad is at the end. The guy she married at the end.
She didn't. Who the fuck would name their kid Vlad?
He's from Romania. Not the actor, but like the character. Anyway, so Jeremy, you ate. Love you down.
Oh, Jeremy. You mean Joe?
Guys,
from you. Sorry, listen to his dialect, listen to the way he enunciates things. He sounds just like Joe, and that's how I knew he was a fucking gaslighter, because the way he was speaking to her.
Yeah.
Doesn't he sound like Joe?
Yes, I agree.
Dan Humphrey.
I agree. But okay. So I wish this is how if I could rewrite it, but I can't because I'm not talented like Tim Burton. But in a way, have Dolores like manipulate Jeremy.
To do it? No, because then that wouldn't make him evil. Then you would there would be an excuse for you to actually like him. That was the point. It's like that she's trusting.
No, but he can still be fake.
I also really liked the plot twist of like she can also see people.
Yes, I love that.
Because it was super interesting to see that, and the fact that the parents were dead and she could see them too.
Oh! I also like the what's it called, when they met like on Halloween night, and he was like, actually, let's just get straight to the chase. I was like, that
because he was trying to use her.
Yes, but
everyone she over here giggling, and I'm like, there's something wrong with him.
I knew there was something wrong the moment that they met.
Joe Goldberg. Is his last name Goldberg? I don't know. Joe. I know a mini you when I see it. The actor who played Jeremy, I feel like did a good job because you feel he has a charm to him, but at the same time, there's something up. So, and I thought it was interesting. I think his character made sense. Oh. House of the Dragon. Who does he play in House of the Dragon? Look that shit up. Wait. Oh, he was just a steward. Anyways, get him the fuck out of here. I read How to Train Your Dragon live action.
I want to be a steward in House of the Dragon. Are you kidding me?
But his scene was with Kristen Cole. Anyways, so
guys, I'm not a hater. I'm jealous.
A con for her, I guess, was Jeremy's plotline, but I think that it made sense. The Dolores one for me might be a con.
I wish it was one or the other. I wish it was
true, but it didn't take up much screen time. Compare this to other movies that have come out this year. It's relatively short. It was only an hour and 44 minutes long.
It's perfect.
Like the last, like sitting through something like Dune 2, that's almost 3 hours.
Or
like
Oppenheimer's last year.
Or Oppenheimer's last year. But so it was refreshing. Like I felt like the plot
it was well paced.
Yeah. I feel like it dragged.
Yeah, I love that they reused the costume, the red dress, but they modernized it.
Yeah.
I like that a lot. It just
which was funny because if I think about it, Lydia, like Winona's character, she really was in the same outfit the whole movie.
Because it took place in like 3 days.
Yeah, 3 days. 3 days.
3 days.
Yeah, because it was 2 days before Halloween.
Yeah.
So I was like, did she change? Just maybe her clothes just looks the same to me because it's black.
Yeah.
But yeah,
love the costume. The costuming was really cool.
Mm-hmm.
Outside of the Afterlife universe, theirs was incredible. But like in the modern world, like Jenna Ortega's was so cute. Like it was cute. Yeah. It was cute. It was elevated. It's still an extension of Lydia, so it's very like gothic-y, very
but modernized,
but modernized. But also, I like how the I can't stop thinking about like the ripped striped sweater. It reminded me of Freddy Krueger.
Freddy Krueger.
Yeah,
oh, really?
It reminded me of that a lot.
Yeah, it's also interesting that speaking back to the sets, because you were saying the set design was really nice. The iconic red bridge or the passing right there.
Yes.
I thought they were gonna do like a little callback to like the hole or something. Like
where they crashed,
but they didn't. It's just repaired.
It's just repaired, or like a dog again, because that's what happened in the first movie.
Yeah,
a dog.
And then they also in the dream sequence with Beetlejuice when they were singing at the end, the dog was there.
The dog was
there.
That
was funny. That was probably my favorite part. Like how they would just break out into song randomly, like in the first one with Deo. Like I thought that was so funny to me. I thought it was great.
And I just love how like that the comedy was just, it was so long, but it kept getting funnier. Like I didn't get tired of it. It kept getting
it was like a good, lighthearted movie. Like that's why maybe I can't think of cons right now. Now watch video essays and stuff where people are haters for sure.
Go
the only thing I guess maybe I could say is that the there wasn't really a need for it. Like the plot really didn't need to happen. Like what happened didn't need to happen.
But
it was also interesting that the grandfather died. Like maybe the actor, I don't know if the actor is alive or not from the original movie, the dad, Lydia's dad. So it was interesting because obviously when he dies in the afterlife, he's bitten by a shark, so his whole
that prosthetic is incredible.
It says here that the movie finds clever ways to make the character of Charles a key part of the story while avoiding the character who originally portrayed him, presumably because of Joan's legal troubles. Well,
that is according to a People article that was uploaded 2 hours ago. That's crazy.
Anyways, back to a positive for me.
Yes.
Which I was telling Issa about. Is my man, Danny Elfman. Who is the composer.
Music.
And the composer and creates the score for Beetlejuice along with many other Tim Burton movies, like iconically The Nightmare Before Christmas, which is one of my favorite scores, like ever. Not just Danny Elfman. But the score is just so perfect. It's like that haunting. Oh, he also does Wednesday. He does the score for Wednesday too. But yeah, it's like that perfect combination of like haunting with the strings and I don't know. It's just so perfect to me. But it also sounds like Nightmare Before Christmas to me. It's very similar. Yeah. It's like when you listen to John Williams, like his scores.
They're all not
very
similar, but
the rising and just a slight change of the melody. Yeah. You know? So it's the same with Danny Elfman. He's just like so perfect for like the horror, but like it's still lighthearted. I don't know how to explain. It sounds like tricky, like a. Yeah. I don't know how to explain it. Yeah. But I thought it was great, and he's great.
Yeah, as he should be. Yeah, he is the king.
Danny Elfman.
Yeah. No, once again, another incredible composer. I have no words. Ah, gosh, I respect composers so much. They're wonderful. They're really, really, really wonderful. And specifically, I mean, there's not much else I have on my mind regarding this film. It was great. Y'all should watch it.
Yeah, I mean, let's give my initial rating. I thought like 4 out of 5 because it was like a good lighthearted movie, but the comedy was great. I thought the pacing was great, like I said. So it's like a movie I would rewatch if it was on streaming and I wanted to watch something for the holidays, like scary horror. But yeah, I think a 4 out of 5 is what I would give it. I thought it was well done. I'm not looking at it from the most critical lens because I'm not a hardcore stan. But I think it's gonna do well, like
in box office,
in the box office, because there's the nostalgia factor. There's the fact that people just want to. It's good for the time, September release. I think it'll do well. I think it'll be in theaters till like beginning of October, anyways. Yeah. So it'll do well.
I think it's gonna do well. Yeah, I gave mine 3.5. It's a good film. It's a good film. I will say, thinking about how I think it made its debut release at the Venice Film Festival a few weeks ago. Okay. The thought of wearing a beautiful gown like the one Jenna wore for like an all-day event or just for an hour and a half just sitting in those, I don't know how comfortable those movie seats are. Maybe they're like luxurious because it's Venice and like it's a film festival and all that stuff and all these big A-list. But bro, just guys, this is a horrible comparison. I went to the movie after my work, and I did not want to be in my work uniform, and that's comfortable. A dress.
Yeah. Oh, I speaking of that, like we can talk about. I haven't seen much of the promo and the interviews and stuff, but I love that. Like, obviously, it's a trend lately that since Barbie, that Margot was like dressing.
No, Zendaya's been doing it. Sorry,
Zendaya too. But like for me, I remember Barbie and Margot Robbie dressing in like her red carpet outfits being like on brand for Barbie, her character, and obviously seeing Jenna do the same with Astrid, like for Beetlejuice. So a lot of her stuff is very like it looks like the theme of Beetlejuice. It's very there's like the gothic style, there's like corsets, there's like the more like out there type of dresses. So it's very
why is this so
zoomed in?
Big. Oh my gosh, she's so beautiful. Oh wow. Look at that texture.
So like she has the colors and the textures.
Oh, this is like Bob's face.
Oh my god, yeah. You can see, yeah. Oh, that's interesting.
That's cool.
But that's what I mean. It's so fun to see that too, like the dedication. Wow, the time and dedication that they put into her styling for the not only like stuff that's related to Beetlejuice, but like all the stuff that she's been doing is like kind of in that theme. So super cool.
Yeah, I love the
There's
red
the red dress I
dress.
saw, yeah.
It's
So it's super,
so
super
pretty.
fun. I feel like it's fun for them to do that. And it helps promote the movie, of course.
Oh,
This from the original
that is
cast.
a crazy
She
pose.
was so young. She was like 15.
That's
Oh yeah, the red dress Jenna's wearing is like supposed to like
mm-hmm.
reflect the red dress that
Yeah.
Lydia wears.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's so awesome, so cool. I love that.
I love. There's a term for it.
Most of the promo that I've seen comes from Jenna because I follow Jenna on social media. And
oh, here we go. His suit.
See this? I saw her post about this suit that she was wearing. It's the stripes of like the Beetlejuice. So cool. It's so iconic. And then when she did Jimmy Fallon, what she wore for Jimmy Fallon was also obviously on brand because she was doing a interview for it. Oh my god, so cool. She looks like Jack Skellington.
She does.
That's like the same. It's like his suit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Super cool.
Right here. Look at this. The red
whoever
suit at the end.
Whoever's styling her is doing great.
The red suit at the end.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, plaid skirt. Oh, see, like to reflect the. Oh my gosh, the purse handbag for the recently deceased.
That's cool.
That's cool. See, I just love those little things. See, it's supposed to reflect this, yeah. Oh wow,
guys,
iconic.
It's this is what Adam Maitland wore.
Mm-hmm. That is so fun.
That is fun.
I want to do that. And it's so autumn. It's so like the time. Well, according to
guys,
fall starts September 12th, but September 1st, you know what I did? If you're out on the road, Gilmore Girls.
Sure.
September 1st. What do you mean, sure?
Sure, yes, sure, whatever.
She's such a Gilmore Girls hater.
Look at this beautiful outfit.
I saw this was the Jimmy Fallon one.
Yeah, guys, that was funny.
Everything's inspired by Dune.
Everything is inspired by Dune. Everyone will go back to Dune no matter what.
But anyways,
let's
wrap it up a little bit. What? Someone just possessed her. What the fuck was that? Anyways, last little question for fun. What is your favorite Tim Burton movie?
Oof, man, I have to rewatch them to like give my like modern day. But the first one that comes to mind is Corpse Bride.
That's a good one.
Corpse Bride is so good. I don't want them to do a live action. I don't want them.
And if they do, you know who I'm casting?
Anya.
Timothée Chalamet.
Anya Taylor-Johnson. Who the fuck is that?
Who's Anya Taylor-Johnson? That's a mix. That's a child.
Aaron allegedly was seen without his ring.
Anyways, no.
Ariana, get in your bag.
Stop. She is happily.
Sorry, yeah.
With that monkey man. Doesn't he play like a flying monkey?
Monkey man?
Doesn't he play
He does not play a monkey. He plays another student, I think.
Oh, I thought he played a flying monkey. No, I thought he played a flying monkey.
Who else? Wait, who else is single right now?
I don't know. Not Taylor. Although Taylor, we could get
okay. Anyway, no. We have to say that for like a podcast. Anyway,
for VMAs.
Okay, so that's all we have for today.
No, I didn't even get to answer my favorite. Damn.
Corpse Bride is my favorite film.
Anyways, Corpse Bride, great one, but it's, I don't know, it's a little scary for me.
I need to rewatch it.
It's a little like weird for me.
I like the concept of it though. I love it. It's I don't know. It's cool. It's really pretty.
Yeah, I don't think they would reboot that.
No, I hope not.
I don't think they would make it live action, but who knows these days.
Nowadays.
But I love The Nightmare Before Christmas. If you didn't already know. If you didn't already guess. What?
Guys, I'm just
it's looking. A good movie.
I'm giving you my full attention.
The score. Jack Skellington Bay. Sally, her song.
Yeah.
All of it. The aesthetic. Christmas and Halloween.
Wait.
No, Charlie. Willy Wonka and the Charlie Factory. And but yes, the one with Johnny Depp. People hate that movie. It's
I
such a good
love that movie. That's my number one. Number one, second is Corpse Bride.
This might be my second. Nightmare Before Christmas just hits so differently for me. I rewatch it every year, like
It's different.
all the time.
It's different. It's different this time.
I'm gonna need you to stop. It's different this time.
Sorry, guys.
But yeah, that's probably my two favorites. They're great movies. Corpse Bride is good too, though.
Yeah, it is.
Corpse Bride is.
Fire, fire, fuego, fuego, fire, fire.
She's on acid.
No, guys, I had coffee.
We have reels and updates on upcoming episodes on our Instagram and
Yup.
TikTok. So go follow us there. It's Fandom Romer Cafe everywhere and anywhere. You're bouncing.
Sorry.
Anyways, don't drink coffee, guys. Oh, you didn't tell them what you were drinking.
Oh, I am drinking. I got new Pete's coffee pods for my Nespresso. Pete's. P-E-T.
Oh, peach. I heard peach.
Yes. So I wanted to try just a new coffee brand to experiment. I really love it. Really great. Specifically, I'm drinking a cold brew. I have 3 shots. 3 shots.
I wonder why she's bouncing.
With cold brew, and then the last bit of my Chobani sweet cream.
That has been in the fridge for years. Anyways,
it's been 2 weeks.
I already had my chai latte. I had a chai latte, a pumpkin chai latte that I've been making at home because I'm not going to spend $8 anytime I want one, and they taste delicious.
Yeah.
So it's the season, guys. The season of the.
It's the chai season.
The season of the witch, as Lana Del Rey would say.
All right.
But yeah, thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. This is Fandom Romer Cafe with your host.
No, this is Screen Tips.
Same shit.
Anyway.
It is Screen Tips Fandom Romer Cafe. That's us.
Correct. Alrighty.
What? Don't squeeze people's titties. Ask for consent. Put that away.
Sorry, guys.
Your Beetlejuice is coming out.
My Beetlejuice is coming out.
Anyways,
the juice is loose.
The juice
is loose for real. Okay.
Thanks for watching. Bye.
Bye.